was an exercise using scale steps below the chord tones of a root and a third. Wasn't using the fifth on any of that. And I was getting those chord tones based on the triads of the major scale. And if you'd like to learn how to play that, as well as make your own exercises, keep watching and I'll show you how to do that. So as I said, I was playing the roots and thirds based on the triads of the major scale, and I think the best way to show you this is through some basic music theory, which I'm going to show you right now. And I need to point out that this is pattern based so that you can do this in any key that you want. For this demonstration I'm going to use the C major scale simply so that I don't have to say the words sharp or flat. Okay, so grab a piece of paper and watch the animation. Okay, along the top we're going to write C major scale, and above that we're going to write Roman numerals to represent the chord numbers. Notice we have capital Roman numerals and lowercase Roman numerals. Capitals represent major and lowercase represent minor. Notice that 1, 4, and 5 are major, 2, 3, 6 are minor, with the exception of the 7th. It's minor, but it also has a minor 5th, so it's called the diminished triad. And if you've ever heard anyone talk about a blues, a 1, 4, 5, or a 2, 5, 1, this is what they're talking about. Okay, and then along the side we're going to write the chord numbers, and above we're going to write first and third. Notice that the first is also called the root. And normally we were making triads in the other videos, but we don't need the fifth in this one. We're just going to use the root and the third. The first one is going to be C major. We go C to E, and now we move up to the 2 chord, and that now becomes the 1 or the root. Go a third above that, we get F. This is probably a good time to point out too that why this is a major and the other one is a minor. If we look at the notes of C to E, the distance between those two notes is 2 whole steps. This is C, there's a whole step to D, whole step to E. So that distance is called a major third. The distance between D and F is a step and a half. That's D, whole step to E, half step to F. That's called a minor third. The only difference between a major and a minor third is that half step. Okay, so we have C and E, D and F. Let's do one more, and we'll do E. That now becomes the root, the 1, and a third above that is G. And we call that playing in thirds. If you've ever heard anyone talking about playing a scale in thirds, that's what they're talking about. It's playing every second note and moving up the scale and just playing every second note. It's called playing in thirds. But again, what we're going to do is we're going to take a scale step behind each of those chord tones. So let's figure that out now. So if we look at our first one, scale step behind C will be a B, and then the scale step behind E will be D. We'll go up to the next one. Scale step behind D will be C, and a scale step behind F will be E. And let's do even one more here. Scale step behind E will be D, and the scale step behind the G will be an F. Your homework is to go and figure out the rest of these. So we're going to be in 4/4, and we're using 8th notes. So there's lots of possibilities here. What I'm going to show you is we're going to do 2 beats on the root and 2 beats on the third. So it'll sound something like this. But what we can also do is something that drummers call a paradiddle. And a paradiddle in drumming is actually right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left. Well, if we do this and we go root, third, third, root, Okay, what I'd like to do is I'm going to give you a couple demonstrations at different tempos. First demonstration, I'm going to do root 7th, third ninth, 2 beats on each. That'll be at 140 beats per minute, and then again at 160 beats per minute. And then for the second one, I'm going to do the paradiddle. We'll go root 7th, third ninth, root 7th. And again, that'll be at 140 and 160 beats per minute. Okay, thanks for watching. We'll see you at the end. Okay, so there you go. Scale steps below the chord tones of just a root and a third. We weren't using the fifth on any of those chords. And you could find this transcription at musento.com under Intermediate and Advanced Scales and Arpeggios Triads. I'd just like to add in what I hope these videos will do for you, and what practicing like this does for me is it really strengthens my fundamentals of my instrument and of my basic music theory. But I find that by putting limits on the notes that I can use when I'm practicing, it really helps me focus in and gets me finding different ways to play just the notes that I've limited myself to. So it really breaks me out of any kind of rut that I might be of playing the same old things over and over. You know, practicing like this again gets you playing differently, and I find that it opens my mind and my ears to other possibilities. So I hope it will do the same for you. Okay, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out Musento, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.